Hey guys, Omni here. We're about to dive into the first episode of Netflix's live-action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, the classic and iconic anime that swept through the West. It's just one of those shows that has really stood the test of time and definitely left its mark, from its style to its storytelling to its characters, and it's this lovely blend of so many genres. It's just really it was just like I think it came out at the right time. It took some risks, and it was one of the things that I don't think they knew it was going to be as big as they thought it was going to be. And I think it's been at least for when it was on Adult Swim, it was their longest running anime. Like, even while everything else kind of cycled off, they kept Cowboy Bebop on for so many years. And that's where I first saw it. You know, I got into anime through early Speed Racer, and then of course into the original blocks on Toonami, and then later, as things evolved, Adult Swim. That's kind of was my gateway to all of this. Now, I will say, before we get into this, two things I want to kind of say. One, it's been a while since I've seen it. I'll be honest. I tried to make time to do like a rewatch before going into this, before it dropped, but I just could not find the time to do that. So I have watched a couple of recaps, because honestly, the only things I really remembered was Faye's backstory and and Spike's whole thing. So there's going to be some things from individual episodes and stuff like that that might kind of skirt over my head a little bit as we get into this. So I hope that's okay with everybody. Secondly, despite this being a live-action adaptation of a beloved anime, Netflix has not had a good track record with that up to this point, especially with their live-action American cast sort of ventures. So despite what has happened, I'm going to try to go in this optimistic, at least treating it like its own thing. I'm not going to do as much comparing it to the anime, basically. I want to see if at least if this can tell a good story. It's got some style, it's got a voice, it's entertaining. If it does that, sure, we'll see how it goes. That'll at least be a positive for me. It doesn't need to be a carbon copy of the show, but it does need to at least be a good show, or at least entertaining. So far, let's go back to Netflix's Death Note. That was neither for me. Well, it was entertaining, but in a way that it was hilariously awful. Anyway, that being said, I've liked what we've seen so far, from the teaser trailer to the official trailer and that Lost Session thing, which I know was his own kind of thing to give you like a feel and a vibe for what the show's going to be like, which is very different, familiar, but different from the show itself. So I've seen some mixed reception for some people that got to review this early, but my opinion's my opinion, and we're going to go into that with that in mind. I'm going to give it my own thoughts. I'm not going to be influenced by anyone else. So we'll come out and see if I enjoy this at the end of the day. I want to know what you guys thought at the end of the day, because I'm sure by this point, like, you guys are probably going to zip through this, but it's going to take me a little while to get through these episodes because of everything going on right now. And then I'm going out of town next weekend, so I've got to try to get these out, man. I've got to try to get these out. I'm going to try to get these out at least minimum one episode a day from today onward. So keep an eye out. If you enjoy this, I hope you do, I hope you enjoy the commentary, the reactions. If you do, stick around. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see the full-length reaction of these episodes, it'll be over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gets you access to those as well, because a lot of these are going to be hour long. Because these videos are going up on YouTube, I do have to trim everything down to 10 minutes as far as the footage goes of what I can show, so that you guys can see it. So one of those things you can do to support us over here and help us do what we do is by checking those out over there. But of course, if that's not a way you can support us, I definitely understand. Another way is simply by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because YouTube really likes that engagement, and it tells them that, hey, maybe some other people might like to see this video. And again, like I said, maybe you'll stick around at the end. But guys, that all out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the first episode, titled Cowboy Gospel. Here we go.
Who do you work for? Oh, for the love of freaking God!
doors up there.
Hmm.
Hey, you with the headphones!
Goddamn, Spike! You're supposed to wait for my signal.
I was wondering when you'd show up.
I am walking out of here! Oh, she dies.
I mean, she looks like she's led a very full, rich life, haven't you, ma'am?
Spike!
I mean, you got kids, right? You ready to go?
Stay back! You can't fire that thing in here. We're all gonna be sensible, right? Right, Spike? I ain't screwing around, cop.
I'm not a cop, and you're not worth that much.
Piece of shit, cowboy.
So rude.
Whoa! Oh, wait. Might want to start get moving, man. Yeah, not good. Get moving.
The building switch! Where is it?
It's just all gonna go out. Yeah, damn, man. Oh, God, that's...
Who are you?
Just a humble bounty hunter, ma'am.
I'm still kind of blown away by like the recreation of that opening. The Bebop looks pretty damn good, man.
We have you on approach. Astrogate toll will be deducted from your account.
Best tactic. Something isn't working, give it a few smacks. Bell peppers and beef. No beef.
Kimmy has a birthday coming up, and you wouldn't believe how much a kid's doll cost.
All the shit you've been through, you're overdue for some good luck. They can't grow you a new arm, you know.
You know, sometimes when you lose something, there's just no getting it back.
Any more fortune cookies you want to crack open, or can we eat now?
You work at being an asshole?
No, actually, it comes naturally. Unlike your arm.
Eat your damn peppers.
Yep. New Tijuana. We getting into, what's it, Solson? This looks like them.
Are you sure this is the place?
Yep.
Red Eye, I can get you 100 files today.
I need proof first.
Feels like somebody's having a really, really difficult shit in the background.
Hey,
Oh!
the Syndicate wants their Red Eye back.
Damn, man. I remember them.
Are you kidding me with this shit?
Credit goes into your account, minus expenses. And the station fees.
Look at here, buddy.
Next.
The damage, the destruction, and all that jazz deducted out of it.
Good haul?
Pocket change. Hauling in an anal fissure.
Piece of shit. Some asshole shot up a bar on TJ.
Why are you giving it to me?
Your ex-wife asked me to throw you a bone every now and again, so...
Well, you were throwing her your own bone, I bet.
You're the one who tagged the guy with the gold grill, just as you were telling me to take him alive, right? See the look on his face, though?
He did look pretty shocked. This guy's right in front of us. Last seen in New Tijuana.
No TJ.
What now?
Do you know what I got the last time I was on TJ?
Herpes?
That's what I was gonna say.
There's gotta be something better, Jet. Come on.
My daughter's turning 8. We're gonna go after the bounties I say we go after.
Do you feel better?
Yeah, a little.
Who's she?
Girlfriend, maybe? She's pregnant, too. Why do all the pretty ones end up with psychos? It's beyond me.
Their back and forth, their banter, like I can get behind it. Like it's a little, it's definitely different feeling because of the live action, maybe the casting too. But I don't know. It also feels pretty familiar in a positive way, at least. It still has like a level of, like kind of I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's in live action, but it does have like a little bit of an extra layer of camp
this man right here?
added to it.
He's seen shit since Earth.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Free Titan.
He killed them all, some with his bare hands. Who else cleans up the dead like they never died?
Anything else?
Someone else came in asking after him.
Who?
Purple hair.
Oh, hey.
I saw him.
Didn't look so good. Really? Do you know if there's a clinic or a hospital nearby?
Hmm.
May I?
She's not drinking while she's pregnant, but she smokes. The hell, man.
You just remind me of someone. Rough trade being a romantic.
Spoken like a man who's never been in love.
I was.
What happened?
I was dreaming. Can I help you?
You don't know what he's like.
Everyone knows your dad. Rich, powerful, total dick.
I'm gonna give you one last chance to stop this shit before I kick
Bounty's worth squat if you put a bullet in them.
How about I put a bullet in you?
Who's in the bathroom?
The fight between him and Faye was a little stiff and sluggish, not gonna lie.
But you're the one who's always saying that we gotta live by rules, and the rule is when it comes to the syndicate, we walk away.
Suddenly you give a shit about the rules. If Asimov and Katarina are trying to get to Mars, they're gonna need a ship. And I think I know exactly where they're gonna get it from.
Guys!
Kill them all! Say Asimov was alone! Who the fuck are these guys? I don't know! We killed you.
Yeah, and I want to keep it that way, Chiefo.
That guy's gonna get away, though.
Daddy's little rich girl can fly.
Is that my gun?
And the ships look really good.
We're going to Mars.
Come on, turn around. Let me help you.
It's time to wake up.
It's a pretty iconic shot from the show, though, but I don't know. It didn't really have much of its flair.
Killed Shivo, he killed everyone.
Cowboy. Find this bounty hunter.
Is everything okay?
Nothing to concern yourself with.
See you, Space Cowboy. I thought it was a fun first episode. It was a blend of session 1 and a few other things. Obviously, considering the length of the show, they're definitely going to be consolidating a couple storylines, mixing and matching some things up to kind of make this narrative flow into this, I believe, 10 episode structure that they've got. Most of them are nearing an hour long. I saw one of them was like 30 some minutes, so they're not all the same length, but for the most part, it was fun. I enjoyed it, the production value on it. I do think some of the action sequences are a little sluggish here and there. Honestly, I like John Cho as Spike. I'll be honest. I like him. So far, I mean, I like the cast. I think I need to see a little bit more of Faye, though. We didn't get a lot of interaction between her and the rest of the group, so I'm curious to see how and if they develop that chemistry at all. I do feel like the back and forth between Jet and Spike flows pretty decently. I think this was an okay taste. I'm curious to see where it goes from here. It's just like, I don't know. It's lacking a little something for me. A lot of the visuals, a lot of the character movements, motions, swagger is a little stiffened in this. I think that's kind of where I'm trying to get to it. So something about, like, I like their banter and their back and forth, but sometimes it feels a little stiff. Vicious, and I said this before, I was curious how they were going to do him, because like usually when you have these silver-haired, like katana wielding archetypes in live action, it could come off like a cheap cosplay. It definitely didn't leave a good impression on me for that bit, but for what it is, man, I gotta commend them for the level of production design that went into this, because the sets are a lot of fun. The sets are very detailed. The world they're building out is authentic. The ships are gorgeous and look exactly like the ships do in the show. So I gotta hail that, and the costuming is on point. I know people are going to complain about Faye and her outfit, but come on, let's be real here. Who was that playing Julia at the end? Oh, speaking of, the rose that they kept showing falling in slow motion, they didn't film it in slow motion. That looked like they just filmed it real time on wires, just slowly falling. Like, because the way it was moving as it was falling looked really weird. So every time we cut to the rose and like the symbolism that it's supposed to kind of have, and the iconography and the relevance to Spike's story and background, it just, like, every time it cut to that rose, it didn't have any of that weight, because it was just kind of wobbling as it was falling. Like, it just looked hokey. Like they were just lowering it really slow on some strings. And I was like, I don't know why you just didn't film a rose falling in slow motion at a high frame rate, so that we can get that nice smooth slowdown, so you get that crisp detail or whatever. Maybe it's a budgetary thing and they didn't worry about that. It's just a minor thing. It was just something that I kept noticing because we kept flashing to it. The Asimov stuff and Red Eye, do they call it Red Eye in the show? I mean, I'm sure there's probably different translations wherever it aired, but I remember it being called like Bloody Eye or something like that. Maybe I'm just misremembering. You know, that the effect of it is pretty cool. Again, though, like the action felt a little stiff and slow and sluggish. Like, you know, sometimes it just comes down to maybe the prep time for the stunt work and stuff like that. They need a little more time or rehearsal time or something like that. They didn't get too deep into it, but maybe they just needed to. Sometimes some of that can be saved with a little bit of camera by speeding up the footage, and I felt like it could have definitely benefited a little bit from that. But overall, like as its own thing, separating it from the anime, I feel like it did a pretty solid job at kind of getting the ball rolling. Like I feel a lot of that weight and that past, that struggle that is always going on within Spike's mind. So I think John Cho's doing a pretty good job so far of what we've got. I don't know how many of you guys have watched the anime before going into this, so I'm trying to avoid saying anything that might be spoilery for you guys, just in case you want to go into it blind. Again, I thought it was a pretty decent first episode. I wasn't blown away by it, but I was entertained. So we'll see how it goes from here. We got 9 more episodes to cut through, but guys, what do you think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to, you can join our Discord. Links to that and all my socials are down below. If you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check that out over on Patreon, or become a member here on the channel. Gets you access to that as well. Speaking of, before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yuri Korskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, and Jeffrey Hale. Thank you guys so much for your support. That's going to be it for now, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Cowboy Bebop. Take care, everybody.